attended the Nebular Summit. We met Ibrar. It's a co-founder of Imperator Validator, delegate to Imperator Validator, and data engineer of the Osmosis.
Exactly.
Tell to us some interesting news, what will happen with Osmosis in the near time, and also what's new at the Imperator Validator.
Yeah, so we just have a release like concentrated liquidity right now. So you can just go to the website. If you guys was at the Cosmoverse, like the CosmoCon, sorry, we have like make the presentation about the new features will be released very soon. So we got like the concentrated liquidity. So you can go like on the pool, on the Osmo pool, Osmo DAI pool, and creating a new positions. That's a new feature we just released. So we guys like have up all the team to like gathering all the data and make the features like available like before the conference. And right now, go like guys just check out like the website, trying to creating a bunch of positions. So yeah.
Yes, it's very interesting. And what's about Imperator Validator? What's new will be from Imperator Validator?
So Imperators are just to be making a little bit introduction of. So Imperator Validators is like a validator on several chain, Cosmos ecosystem. So we are right now on Cosmos, Sui, like Sui is not actually Cosmos, but is like a layer one. We also are on Osmosis and NGQ also. You can check out on our website on imperator.co all the chain that we validate on. And the next few step is to be like provide data service and also support more chains as a validator. So we are going to be supporting the new chain will be coming on the next few weeks actually and a few months, and extend our expertise and our data expertise also on the Cosmos ecosystem.
Yes, it's very interesting. And what's your general feelings about the Nebular Summit? How it's for you?
Yeah, it looked like very great actually. We got like a bunch of folk who was working on very good project. We got like the sponsors like NEUTRON, dYdX, OKP4, who's like working on great projects. So I think like the Cosmos ecosystem looking great, and the next few like project and the chain will be coming on will be bringing a lot of value to the Cosmos ecosystem.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Delegate to Imperator Validator.
Thank you very much, guys.
In the Cosmos ecosystem, and we met Théo from OKP4 at the Nebular Summit. Hello, Théo.
Hello. Nice
Yes,
to see you.
Yeah, you are new chain for the Cosmos ecosystem. Can you tell us more about OKP4 and all testnets information?
Yeah, so what we're building at OKP4 is a chain on Cosmos. We're using the Cosmos SDK and Cosmosm, and we're building an infrastructure to define rules to enable any off-chain resources like data sets and algorithms to interact with each other. So it's a bit new. Let's say the easiest way to explain it is it's like a reversed oracle that you use smart contracts to trigger actions in the off-chain world, and this enables a lot of new things.
And why you choose Cosmos, not something else?
So we started with the use cases, and then we needed the right infrastructure to decentralize these use cases. And we realized that using smart contracts on another platform was not the most optimal way. We needed our own chain to customize it as a maximum and have the sovereignty on the governance, on the what we asked the validators. I mean, all of that, and having full control of the design of our chain was perfect. And of course, there is also IDBC, all the interoperability with other chain, other protocols. It creates a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit? How it's for you?
Oh, that's awesome, man. I mean, all the good vibes, all the developers, all the people building and excited. Even in the middle of the bear market, people are still excited about what's coming. So, yeah, always great to be here.
Yeah, community is one of the strongest side of the Cosmos.
Exactly.
Maybe you want to tell some message to our people who will watching us?
I mean, maybe next year if you have the opportunity to come to Nebular Summit, you have to. And if you want to get involved in Cosmos, get in touch with us. Happy to onboard you in the ecosystem. We'll have a strong team of people, developers, community, marketing, product, whatever. Please get in touch. We'll be happy.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Théo.
man.
Yeah, OKP4 coming very soon. Check this project. dYdX, and of course we want to know why dYdX come to the Cosmos.
So dYdX is expanding to the Cosmos ecosystem via the dYdX version 4. The goal of dYdX from the early days is to be a decentralized finance platform, but along the history of dYdX since 2017, the technology was allowing us to decentralize only so much. And the one last very important component we wanted to decentralize was the order book. So the order book today on Ethereum, on Starkware, which is a layer 2, is still off-chain because the layer 2s are still not capable to manage the number of transactions there is on the order book every day on dYdX. So by expanding to the Cosmos, essentially the protocol will be running its own chain. The chain will be really optimized for the use case of dYdX, which is trading perpetuals, and we are able also to decentralize the order book. So technically, and I know you're a technical person, so we're going to deep dive. Technically, the order book will not be on-chain, because on-chain you still have the block time, which creates some latency. Technically, the engineers have decided to decentralize the order book by sitting the order book on the memory of validators. So validators have two jobs on the dYdX chain. Job number one is to verify and mint new blocks. And the second job is to host the order book and matching orders. So we need some super strong and high power validators.
This is so cool and interesting, and for us as the validator, it's interesting to participate from this technical side. This is amazing. And what's your general feelings about the Nebular Summit and the Cosmos community?
Coming from Ethereum as a project, entering Cosmos has been a great experience. I think there is a lot of respect for each other's community. I think our industry is becoming also less tribal, so we don't really care so much if you come from Ethereum or if you come from somewhere. If you have a good product, a good team, and good roadmap, people are happy to work together. So really happy to be in Paris this week. So many events, so many side events. I did not attend many talks because I was networking with so many friends and partners and people we work with, which we can meet in real life. So Paris this week is heaven. You've got the French wine, the cheese, the weather, and crypto.
Yeah, beautiful environment for the networking. Maybe you have some message to people who will watch us.
Please keep building. Keep an eye on the dYdX chain. We are in testnet period now, so many validators are part of this journey as well as developers. And by a few months later this year, we'll be on Cosmos and migrating eventually everything from Ethereum to Cosmos. So we are very excited to be expanding. All the code from dYdX version 4 will be open source, so have a look how we build things. And if you find ideas, if you find patterns you want to kind of use for your own projects, please feel free to do so.
Really great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
dYdX coming to Cosmos. Preparing for dYdX. And at the Nebular Summit, we met Ethan, head of community of Lava Network. Very nice to meet you. Yes, tell us why Lava Network developing in the Cosmos ecosystem, why you love Cosmos ecosystem.
Yeah, no, Cosmos is amazing, right? When we first started thinking about building Lava over a year ago, we were comparing Cosmos, Avalanche subnets, Polkadot substrate, and we realized that Cosmos was the most battle-tested toolkit for building blockchains and app chains, and also such a strong community. And you can see this here at Nebula as well. And so we're here at Cosmos just meeting the community and also planning to launch new announcements with Lava, and excited to be here today.
Yes, yeah, really cool atmosphere. And what's your feelings about Nebular Summit, about this atmosphere, how it's for you?
Sure. Nebula has been amazing. I don't know how many people here, maybe 300, 400, 500. Yesterday we had the hack day where we gave a workshop, which is one of our first ever workshops that Lava gave. And we had, I don't know, 20, 30 people come up, speak to us afterwards. It was amazing. You've got the main event down there with all the speakers, and we'll be speaking later today as well. And I don't know, I was at Paris for 10 days and I thought, wow, that was amazing. This is a different level. You know, I was at Nebula, I was also at Osmocon. Osmocon, there was a boxing match. So you really feel like Cosmos has come together at this event, and the whole community is come together for the next bull run.
Yes, this is so great. Maybe you have some message to the people who will watch us.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're back. Web3 is back, Cosmos is back. If you're thinking about joining the Cosmos ecosystem as a user, as a builder, now is the best time to do it. Things are about to take off.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.
And we see the stand of the secret network at the Nebular Summit. Hello, friends. This is so nice that you are here. Tell to us what's new in the secret network, what we can wait in the near time.
Go ahead. Yeah, so we just launched Secret VRF, which is right here. We now have on-chain random number generation on Secret. So you can run casino games, loot boxes, lotteries, NFT mints, governance votes, this kind of thing with randomness.
Secret network play a very important role in the Cosmos ecosystem by the providing of the privacy. What's new updates of this implementation of privacy we can wait from the secret network?
Yeah, so we're trying to make it easier than ever before for teams building within the IBC ecosystem to plug into Secret Network. It doesn't matter where you're building or what you're doing, you can just plug into Secret, get the privacy, and go back out.
And what's your feeling about the Nebular Summit? Today, so many different people.
You know, I've been to many of these conferences before, but what's really unique about Nebular is we all are in it together. Everyone has the same ethos. Everyone's trying to do the same things. You know, we just want to build. Everyone wants to build and be bigger and better as the market's turning around. And I think what we're doing, I just want to add one thing to what he was saying. We really are very dev oriented, and so when people want to develop with privacy integrated into their systems, the greatest thing about it is it's 100% programmable, and you get to decide what is out there and what isn't. And people are really excited about that proposition, and we're just growing that ethos every day. Privacy as a service is an absolute #1 focus for us at the moment. Secret VRF is our second, and we're really enjoying it. We're having a great time, and so is everybody else here.
Yes, this sounds amazing, and the privacy is a right, not a privilege.
Absolutely.
Maybe you want to send some message for the people who will watching us.
Yes, you Cosmos developers, join Secret University, scrt.university. Come and build privacy-preserving dApps on Cosmos and on Secret.
You got to be in it to win it. That's how you got to do it. So, all good. Cheers.
And at the Nebular Summit, we met Ethan, and Ethan, one of the co-founder of the Cosmos, and thank you for the Cosmos. As one of the creator, how you see the future of the Cosmos?
Future's very bright. You know, everyone's very excited about Cosmos, about how infrastructure is changing, and you know, everyone's coming online and connecting. Interoperability is like a real thing now. So a lot of new solutions being developed, and you can see, you feel the excitement in the air here, and all week, you know, different Cosmos events. Yeah.
Maybe you have some insights from the side of the developer, what we will have in the near future in the Cosmos, what we don't have for now.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things coming, I mean, this is all kind of public, but one of the biggest things is ABCI 2.0, which is going to unlock a lot of new powers for developers building app chains, new ways to do, MEV mitigation and to connect in with the consensus and to provide new stronger guarantees to their users, things like that. So that's very exciting, and a lot of new sort of ways to share security over the interchain, over IBC, opt-in security, mesh security, other variations on shared security. So a lot of exciting new things coming.
Yes, this sounds really great. And what's your feeling about the Nebular Summit?
Nebular's great. I mean, it's been great being here. It's a beautiful venue. Yeah, everyone's really excited. You can tell. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you for
Thanks
Cosmos.
so much. Yeah, you got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nebular Summit participate a lot of people, and even people from community participate in helping to organize Nebular Summit. And we met Ark from the Osmosis community, and he's the volunteer and helping to organize all this process. Ark, how is for you to be a volunteer on the crypto event?
I am enjoying my time here. Importantly, I have met many people. You get to talk to people as a worker. They're forced to talk to you. You get interaction. You also get to get in for free. So Vladimir invited me at the Bad Kids party. Shout out to Stars at Stargaze. We are really just here to improve the crypto experience. So if you like making crypto better, be a volunteer at one of these conferences. I'm coming again tomorrow. I highly recommend it.
Yes, really great. And what's your general feelings about the Nebular Summit? How is for you?
So this conference, way different than the OsmoCon conference. We're in a beautiful 18th century masonry French building with mosaics and murals. It's fantastic. I think the Nebular one must have cost a lot more.
And maybe you want to tell something to the people who will watch us, some message for them.
Concentrated liquidity is printing APYs.
Very nice. Thank you, Arthur. Very
Vladimir,
nice to see
thank you for inviting me for this opportunity.
Oh, this is so
Post-human.
Neutron at the Nebular Summit, and we want to speak with Avril about the neutron and about the coming of neutron to the Cosmos ecosystem, and what will be new in the near future with the neutron. What's your feelings about it?
That's a good question, actually. So we're working on a bunch of stuff, right? We're considering adding functionality to the base layer to make the smart contract ecosystem stronger by having a base layer DEX and base layer Oracle potentially. We're doing a bunch of things with protocol owned builders as well to have use the block space to facilitate onboarding and stuff like this. And in terms of the ecosystem, Neutron is live. It has a pretty liquid DEX by Cosmos standard currently, and Mars is launching on Neutron tomorrow, so we'll have a lending market tomorrow, which is pretty awesome. And then projects like Apollo, Amulet, and others are in the last stages of preparations, getting audited and stuff. So hopefully give it a quarter, and we should have a pretty good DeFi ecosystem. We've been working to bring wrap staked ETH over to Cosmos as well, which is something that I think a lot of projects are excited about. So we've been coordinating a lot of these things, and it seems to be in pretty good shape. So yeah.
Yes, very interesting. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit?
It's pretty awesome, to be honest. The venue is really, really cool. Everyone is here, so it's a great occasion to get together and continue scheming and all the things that people do at conferences.
Yeah, maybe you have some message to people who will watch us.
Yeah, grow the pie.
Thank you very much, Avril.
Thank you. Cheers.
Jack.
Post-human, good to see you.
Yes, good
Yeah.
to see you. You are one of the main core contributors of the Cosmos and the validator of the Cosmos. And looks like you know about Cosmos a lot. And can you tell us now what are you doing and what is your near goals or targets?
So a lot of our work at Strangelove right now is really focused on building out the missing pieces of the Cosmos ecosystem. So what are those? We see liquidity and ability for new liquidity to enter the ecosystem is a huge issue. And with that, we've been working closely with Circle to bring USDC natively to Cosmos. This is to help support the launch of other folks that we're working with, like Wormhole and dYdX and some of these larger projects that are launching later this year. They all need these better fiat on-ramps and ability to bring liquidity into the ecosystem. So that's one prong. And then the other prong is on IBC. And I think for Cosmos, IBC is kind of the unique piece that we bring to the broader crypto ecosystem. And this idea of a set of credibly neutral bridges that are open source and able to be permissionlessly created between any chains, this is something where we've been ahead of a lot of the ecosystem. And as all these roll-ups are starting to spin up on Ethereum, they're starting to grapple with this bridge-to-bridge communication, with this roll-up-to-roll-up communication problem in a way that I think we've been dealing with for a long time. So I think IBC has a lot to bring to the rest of the crypto ecosystem. Earlier this year, we worked closely with the Composable team to help launch IBC over to Polkadot. And we're also working with some folks in the Avalanche ecosystem to bring IBC to Avalanche. That work should be launching soon. And we're working with a number of other folks on other IBC integrations and supporting teams building out IBC to new ecosystems. I think that this is absolutely critical for us to expand beyond the core Cosmos chains and the core community and to help bring new users in. And then other than that, we're also working on different IBC application protocols and ways to make IBC easier to use.
Yes, sounds like IBC soon will be everywhere and all protocols will use IBC or kind of this.
Inshallah, Habibi.
Yeah, and what's your mood about the Nebular Summit?
It's fantastic. It's a great group of folks here. Seb really puts on a good conference. Yeah.
What maybe you want to tell something to people who will watch us?
Oh, hey. Nice to see you.
Réda, it's so nice to see you again. Yeah,
Nice to see you again.
We saw each other at the Nebular Summit in Paris.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
like 1 year ago.
Yeah.
And now we again meet. Here is on the pre-party before the Nebular Summit.
Absolutely.
So, Réda, what's new in the keychain and how was this year and some updates?
Like for all the projects in the Cosmos ecosystem and also in the crypto ecosystem, the last year was quite hard. But this was also the year where we built and delivered most of the products that are live right now. So one of the most important products that we delivered last year is Cosmos Core, which is the first fully decentralized yield crypto product that is an index of 7 of the most prominent Cosmos tokens. And there is more than $200,000 that have been deployed in that product. We only offered it to Club for now, but we have just announced like a few weeks ago, and we started teasing it on Twitter, the launch of Atlas. Ooh. What is Atlas? Atlas is the gateway that will provide access in a secure way to decentralized products, but also real-world assets. So soon on Atlas, you'll be able to deploy USDC in T-bills from US treasuries. You'll be able to deploy in corporate debt that does around 8% per year, stable. You'll be also able to buy gold on the Cosmos through Atlas, and you'll be able to buy also other indexes that have been built on the keychain. So really happy to deliver this new product, because a lot of people in the Cosmos ecosystem say, hey, the keychain is about a private bank called Club. So it's very private. We have 620 members that hold more than 100 million keys to benefit from our services. And yes, it's private. So now what we've been doing is that we're bringing all of the products available to the public through Atlas.
Sounds very great, very interesting. And what you can tell to the people who will watching us and some maybe good advices or wishes?
You need to think about blockchain and crypto as a way to get access in a streamlined way to financial products. And you need to be able to think, how do you want to diversify your portfolio? Not a lot of other exposure to crypto assets. And this is what we're thinking with Atlas, to give the ability to people in crypto to have access in an easy and simple way to real world assets that bring real yield, even real estate. We're working with a company called Concrete, written with a K, that is building liquidity pools for asset-backed debt products that does between 12 and 15% yield, and the collateral is real estate. And these pools are going to be available on Atlas.
Sounds great. So, Sante?
Sante, thank you. Thank you for everything, and let's connect the Nebular.
Yes. And at the Nebular Summit, you can meet not only developers and builders, but also Chihuahua. And our first question to Chihuahua, what we can expect in the near future from the Chihuahua chain?
No, I'm joking.
Sounds amazing.
I'm joking. No, you can expect basically it depends. We do have few things with Passage, like the metaverse. We do have the war swap, which is kind of like an AM. You have the full DeFi with White Whale, where you can basically just incentivize any pool with any token. You can also make your NFTs on top of Emporium. So pretty easy way to just build stuff and understand how it works, and then you can just play with the community and build whatever you want.
Yes, sounds like a Chihuahua chain will have much more bigger functionalities than some other Cosmos chains.
The idea is pretty much if a chain builds something very complex, you can just integrate it on top of Chihuahua chain, because everything is modular, using the Cosmos SDK, and then you can just play around. You don't need to do it on a complex chain, I would say. If you take example with NEUTRON, they will probably say, oh no man, we only want big stuff like Lido and things like that. But the idea is, if you want to just explore and just test before making something big, you can do it on top of Chihuahua chain.
Yeah, great. And what's your feeling about the Nebular Summit? How is to be a Chihuahua on the Nebular Summit?
I feel great. I can walk. There is some stairs, so I can just enjoy. So pretty nice place. The Harbor School is a good place, I guess. There is a big room where people can listen to talks, but not only listen to talks. They can also just go upstairs, speak with them, have dedicated booths with the sponsors, and that's cool because everything is on the same room. So yeah, you don't need to go outside and then you miss the talk. You can do both at the same time.
Great, great. So thank you very much for this interview. Woof, woof, woof. a lot of people are involved in the organization of Nebular Summit, and we want to speak with Mia, who is the co-organizer of Nebular Summit. So, how it's for you to be a co-organizer, and was it hard to organize it, or?
Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of coordination. There's over 80 speakers. We have a lot of sponsors, hundreds of guests that all came to Paris just for this event. So it's been a lot of work, but so rewarding and so amazing to see everyone in person.
And can you compare your expectations with how it is?
Yeah, I think, I had high expectations, but I do think my expectations were met. So things like this amazing artwork behind us, I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to come out and look in person, and then now we see it and it's amazing. And I think just, everyone was a bit tired after ECC, so we weren't sure if people were going to have the energy to come and continue doing talks and giving workshops, but everyone has been so excited and we've had great attendance, so it's been really great to see people coming just for Nebular.
Yes, this is a very great mood here. So what's about your feelings of the Nebular Summit? How it's going for you?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, every single person I've talked to has been networking and meeting new projects that they want to work with, forming new connections. There are people that are finding jobs, finding new opportunities. And that is kind of what it's all about, is to just continue connecting as many people as we can. We've had some new product launches that have been announced here, like Checked announced their verifiable credentials program, and they built that and launched it here at Nebular for Nebular. So that is really cool to see.
Yes, this is great. Yes. Thank you, Mia, for organization. This is so nice. We are really enjoying Nebular Summit. So many interesting projects at the Nebular Summit, and we want to present you Roea, co-founder of the QUICKSILVER, and what we can expect from the QUICKSILVER in the near future.
Thank you. Hi, so QUICKSILVER is an interchain liquid staking protocol for Cosmos. So we've been live for a little while now, and what you can expect is, QUICKSILVER asking all the hard questions and thinking about all the challenges that we are facing now with liquid staking and how that might impact an ecosystem like Cosmos and how we can potentially address those as an ecosystem. So with our expected product roadmap, we are trying to address all those challenges and make the experience of liquid staking better for users, and also at the same time try to bring a liquid staking experience that is not going to be burdened with the same sort of challenges of liquid staking that we've seen so far, like centralization and a very poor UX with the redemption rate model, for example. So yeah, we'll be releasing more information in the next few months, expect some really cool stuff.
Oh, we are waiting news from the QUICKSILVER. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit?
Oh, it's awesome. I really expected, to have a little bit low energy today at Nebular because, of all the conference circuits since early last week. But honestly, the vibes are really high. Everyone is so cool and so nice. It's really the place to be, if you want to connect with teams from all over the Cosmos ecosystem, really high quality talks, high quality workshops. I'm having a blast here.
Thank you, Roea, for this.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.
And we met Gorany from COSMOSTATION at the Nebular Summit.
Yes. Very good.
So cool and nice. What you can tell us about some news that will happen in future?
Yeah, so we just released a MinScan B2 version 2 days ago at OsmoCon, and it was a big release. It's gonna change the MinScan to the next interchain portal for all. It's for the traders, protocols, and everyday users, developers. We got a lot of new analytics stuff coming up. You can see a lot of the government stuff, voting like at a glance, like who's voting on yes, who's voting on no, who's voting on no veto, and a lot of like how's the accounts accumulating on each chain, like how's the number of active accounts on the Cosmos Hub and Osmosis and everywhere.
This is amazing. The MinScan, so important aggregator of all the data. This is so great. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit? How it's for you? How you feel it?
First of all, the venue is so great. You can have the sunlight coming down, and it feels like you're outside, but you're actually inside. And the best thing about Nebular Summit is that AC is working pretty good. It's not hot inside here anymore, and it's like a lot of the venues in Paris had no AC. It's really hot inside, and it's really cool to be in the Nebular Summit because of AC. Awesome.
Yes, thank you very much. It was so nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice seeing you all the time, like both you.
Delegate to COSMOSTATION Validator. COSMOSTATION is one of the best validators that we ever see. Hello, and we met Bo, co-founder of Polymer. It's very nice to meet you. Can you tell us more about Polymer and why you come to the Cosmos ecosystem?
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to meet everyone. I'm Bo. Polymer is a project. Our main goal is to bring IBC to every single blockchain, connect everything through IBC. One of the main blockers for IBC adoption is the ability to integrate quickly. Polymer enables permissionless integrations of IBC into different blockchains, greatly accelerating the growth of the IBC network.
Oh, it sounds very interesting. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit? How you feel it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue. It's a nice day. It's a little bit warm, but a few electrical issues, but we're getting through it.
Oh, this is very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And at the Nebular Summit, we met Liam. It's a governance lead of the STAKECITO Validator, and we're so glad to see so many different validators here. Tell us about the STAKECITO Validator and what's your plans for the near future?
Absolutely. I mean, it's great to meet you in person. I think we spoke about this prior to this conversation now, and yeah, I just love coming to these conferences. Obviously, I'm with STAKECITO. I'm a governance lead there. And I love these events. I love like coming here, chatting with all the teams, especially as a validator. Like same for you, you know you can add value to like these chains and these people, and you want to talk with them and learn about what people are building and how you can contribute. So it's one of the best things.
As the validator, what networks are interesting for you now? Maybe some insights for the delegators?
Yeah, it's a tricky one to answer, but I think there's a couple of different ways you can look at it. Like from a validator perspective, you're looking at networks you can add a lot of value to, and you see a lot of long-term propositions and a future for these chains. And then the second side of it is you need to be profitable short-term. But from a community perspective, I think it's all about the product. It's like what products are being offered, like how the products can add value to people's lives, right? And then the second side is the investing and the token valuation. So I'm personally very interested in chains like Osmosis, the Cosmos Hub, these chains that have really strong teams, and they're also looking at a long-term roadmap and long-term value accrual. So all the chains in Cosmos have a ton of tokens. There's a lot of inflation, but if you start looking at the teams and the products, chains like Osmosis, Injective's interesting to us as well for different reasons, and then the Cosmos Hub, like these three, I find very interesting. But really, it just depends on every chain and their value prop. And there's tons of chains STAKECITO isn't aware of that have a ton of value, and I'm sure it's the same
Yes,
for
yes,
post-human
yes,
as
yes.
well.
I understand that it's hard question, so but we love to ask hard questions.
It's important to do, yeah.
Yeah, and so maybe you want to tell something to people who will watch us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd say, like, as a community member, come down to these conferences, chat with validators like STAKECITO and Posthuman. I personally love talking with people. I love the everyday community member, and like this is my values at STAKECITO. It's like, how can I like communicate with the everyday delegator, and how can we add value to the community? Because there's a ton of amazing developers here, and validators like us add a lot of value, but I really want to add value to the community, and I think that's what it's about for me personally, and hopefully also STAKECITO.
Very
as well.
good. Delegate to STAKECITO.
and Posthuman.
Yeah,
And
delegate
Posthuman.
to many validators. Don't forget about STAKECITO validator. And we've met Sarah, Director of REGEN Network Ecosystem. Hello, Sarah. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
And we want to know what we can expect from the REGEN Network in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are bringing to market over 2 million carbon credits and biodiversity credits this year. Our focus is on real-world climate impact, and we partner with climate scientists and real-world projects to do things like plant trees and restore riparian buffers, and our goal is to restore ecology and to address climate change.
Yes, this is so great. It's our own interest. It's the interest of all humanity to have a good ecology. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit? How you feel it?
I like the Nebular Summit. It feels mature and honest and authentic, and it's nice to sit in the presentations and then also have the opportunity to co-work with people. So I like being in Paris, and Paris, after all, is the home of the Paris Climate Accord. So we're here at sort of like ground zero for climate action on an international level.
Oh, great. Maybe you have any message for the people who will watch us?
Yeah, absolutely. So climate change is real. We all need to take responsibility. At REGEN Network, we're focused on real-world climate science and real-world outcomes. So we might not be the fanciest DeFi project, but at the end of the day, bringing projects to market, helping them become capitalized, helping them really do the ecology work that they're trying to do on the ground is more important to us as a community than anything.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for this good
Thanks
and
so
positive
much.
message.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And we met Vali. Vali, it's so
Hi,
nice
guys.
to see you again.
Hi guys, how are you?
Yes, our friendship was starting at the Nebular Summit last year, and we now 1 year later we see each other again.
Yes, yes.
And there's so many different things happens. And at that time it wasn't launched the HUMANS.AI,
Yes.
but now we launched.
We're live on the mainnet.
So tell to us how it was this year and what we need to wait from the HUMANS.AI in the near future.
Wow. So, I can't really believe yet that it's been almost a year. So, thank you, Posthuman community, for helping us in the mainnet launch and connecting us to the wonderful community of Cosmos. Always great a pleasure to see you. So, what we did starting since last year, so we launched our testnet, we launched our mainnet, and we started delivering what we call tailored AIs. So as we know, since last year until this year, like AI has taken over the world. I mean, everybody's speaking about it, speaking about AI. So for us, it's a really great place that, you know, we're in this space. So right now we're focused on we call tailored AI. So for example, we believe that the AI will be the killer app of the blockchain community, because the AI can have governance, right? Data, provenance that we can prove with, with blockchain in general. I think blockchain was designed specifically to like hold AI. So as a product we're doing, we're actually creating tailored AIs. So tailored AIs, it means that I'm gonna take everything that you have, like private data, you can keep your data, I don't need it, but I'm gonna give you an AI that knows how to speak with that data. We can have like a conversation with their data. So if anyone wants to speak with you at any given time, it can use that tailored AI of yours. And of course, we're trying to implement it in different kind of wallets, different kind of new solutions, because as we know, I mean, in the near future, a technology company that doesn't have AI, it's not a technology company anymore, right?
Yes.
So we're deeply grateful that we got involved in this space, that we have wonderful friends like you that are like helping us and guiding us, inside the Cosmos community. Always a good pleasure to like see you. And I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I understand. There's so many feelings.
Yeah.
Cool to see you. And what's your feelings in general about Nebular Summit? How is Nebular Summit for you?
So I think Nebular Summit, it's like one of the most important Cosmos events in Europe. It's like one that you really want to be at, right? It's like this big happy family that everyone knows everyone. It's like having a Sunday dinner with your friends, because I mean, you see new faces every year, but you also see the old faces, right? And it's like connecting with that friend from childhood that you get to see and things like that. So always a pleasure. I mean, I really enjoy it.
It's so cool. Yeah, I also feel how we grew up together.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you see people actually, this is the word for it, like we grow up together. Yes.
Vali, thank you very much. At the Nebular Summit, we've met Josh from KEPLR.
Nice to meet you.
And KEPLR is now so big part of the Cosmos ecosystem. Tell us what we need to expect from the KEPLR in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. I think our goal to focus on making better UX for a multi-chain ecosystem still remains the same. I think the best thing is today you have a lot more things you can do with KEPLR. When we started, it was you can send money to people, you can stake, but you couldn't really do stuff. Today, there's so many things you can do, which is amazing. And yeah, we have a lot more users that we can reach. I still think we have a lot more users that we haven't reached, we hopefully do reach. And yeah, we're gonna be shipping a lot more IBC-centric features. We're gonna ship a lot more social features where validators can create their own communities and have better communications with their delegators. We're gonna have swaps coming up, and yeah, hopefully a lot more things coming.
Yeah, and what you think as the developer in the Cosmos ecosystem, what we don't have enough, what is important now to implement in the Cosmos ecosystem that we still don't have?
Yeah, I think one of my big takeaways talking to people in this conference has been, it seems like there's a big opportunity in account abstraction, where traditionally you have mnemonic phrases, seed phrases that you use to create an account. There's a lot more discussions happening in Ethereum around this. I think there's also just very passionate people in Cosmos building this as well. And I think Cosmos has an opportunity to actually create a framework that's more usable for more people. And we are actually in a position where we can ship that faster than like bigger ecosystems, right? So I'd love to see more kind of coordination around that. I think we can standardize, we can ship it. We will have a lot more user impact faster than a lot of other ecosystems.
Yeah, it will be great. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit? How you feel it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think it's just the fact that you have 3 stages, 2-day event, and everyone is talking about Cosmos is really cool. Obviously, not the vibe like a few years ago. I think people tend to just like, look at very kind of like single-threaded discussions on, their social networks of choice. But here it's like you see some people really extremely excited about ZK, someone's extremely excited about like UXL, someone's excited about account abstraction. So there's like a group of people that are interested in so many different things, but being connected together by one ecosystem called Cosmos and the interchain. So yeah, that's really
yes, this is
fun.
beautiful feeling
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
family.
yeah.
And thank you, Josh, for
Yeah,
this. Thank you for the KEPLR. It's so nice to meet
Absolutely,
you.
always a pleasure, man.
Thank you. Hello, friends. It's so nice to see you.
Hello, friends. Hello. I am Joachim from BLOCKHUNTERS.
I am Sam from BLOCKHUNTERS.
And we are really glad to meet you here, and we want to know your feelings about the Nebular Summit, how it's for you.
So it's a pretty great event. We are very excited that we are in France, and we are very glad that we met you, our new friend from Human.
And we're also glad to learn so much about the new projects and the old projects that got new stuff built in here, like the post-state blockchain, and all the new projects and all the good people we found in here.
Great. And what we can expect it from the BLOCKHUNTERS validators in the near time?
That we will do our very best to be the best validator and to prove the
secure the networks that we belong on, and to build tools to provide public goods for
and
the
support
for
all the delegators in the Cosmos.
Yes, for the entire ecosystem.
Very nice. Maybe you have some message to people who will watch us?
Well, support Atom and hunt for the best take.
Support Atom and hunt for the best take.
And delegate to BLOCKHUNTERS. And we've met Koshik, Grow lead of Leap Wallet.
yeah.
It's so nice to see you.
So nice to meet you too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Leap Wallet came to the Cosmos ecosystem, and you show so cool and nice wallet, and you even implement ChatGPT inside of it. This is so blowing mind. And what we need to expect from the Leap Wallet in the near future?
Oh yeah, right. I mean, it's been roughly 1 year since we started on Cosmos, and almost all of the top features are something that our community gave us. That all these ideas we got from the community, and we are just building for the community, and that's what we will do in the next 1 year as well. Especially, I think we are definitely excited for 3 things. One is MetaMask Snaps integration. So basically, users will now be able to sign transaction on Cosmos dApps using MetaMask. So that's number 1. So definitely, second thing is what we are calling as one-click everything. Basically, again, for a new user to Cosmos, using IBC, swapping tokens from one chain to other chain, slightly difficult. What we are trying to solve for is wherever you are, wherever you want to spend your tokens on, it's just one click away.
Oh.
So that's the second thing we are definitely excited for, and all of this will be within our wallet, and we're kind of building it in as an SDK so that other dApps can also integrate it. So that's the second thing that we are super excited about. And the third thing is around account abstraction. We think that's the next big thing that as a wallet we need to do, and just working with all the other builders on Cosmos to bring everyone together and solve for that in a big way. So yeah, I think definitely you can look for it.
Yes, this is abstract accounts in the Cosmos is what we are waiting for. And what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit? How you feel it? How it's for you?
Yeah, I mean it's amazing. I think meeting everyone from the energy is awesome. I think everyone around Cosmos is here, and we get to meet everyone, right? I think till now we have been working with almost all the teams on Cosmos, but it has been all phone calls, video chat. But yeah, meeting them face to face here, like you, for example, we talked for so long. So yeah, it's always amazing.
Yes, this is so nice that we start our friendship in the digital world.
Yeah.
We meet in the digital world, start to do something together, and now we see each other in the material world. It's so great. Thank you, Koshik. Thank you for this one. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
A lot of interesting projects you can meet at the Nebular Summit, and we meet range. And hello.
Hello.
It's very interesting to know what Range do in the Cosmos ecosystem and why you choose the Cosmos ecosystem.
Exactly. Well, we are the first monitoring and threat detection company in Cosmos, so we mainly focus on security and we monitor anything IBC related. That could be addresses, contracts, and all-3 events. So anything that might be a threat to you or your team, or maybe you just want to monitor what's going on with your address, feel welcome to try Range. We are at range.org. We are already live, so you can try it out. Try some new, put your own address, put maybe your smart contracts, and set up some alerts to see whatever you are interested is happening or not. The great part is you get your notifications whatever you want. Twitter, Discord, whatever.
Yeah, we will put all the links in the description of the video. And tell us, what's your feelings about the Nebular Summit, how you feel it?
Well, it's amazing to be here, you know, a lot of interesting projects, a lot of interesting people. You meet some of the big names in the industry, so we love to be here, you know, great chance.
Yes, really great. Thank you very much.
My pleasure meeting you guys. Thank you. Tryrange.org.
Hello, Sebastian.
Hey,
Thank you
bud.
very much for the Nebular Summit, and tell to us how it's easy or how it's hard to organize all of this.
It's hard, but it's fun. It's not easy, but it's a lot of fun. And obviously, when you see all these people here, Ethan's talking on the stage right now. We have 80 speakers here this week, or these 2 days. It feels great that the community is coming together. You have all these great people sharing ideas, exploring the interchain, and just coming together and having a good time.
Yeah, and compared to the first Nebular Summit in the last year, what you can tell how the Nebular Summit is growing up compared to the first?
Yeah. So last year, Nebular Summit was like, you were there. It was a much smaller event. It was like a one-day event. And this year, we thought we really want to make this much bigger, much larger. And so we found this great venue, Albert School. It's a really great historical venue in the center of Paris. And we made it bigger. So it's like 2 days. We had Nebular Hack Day yesterday, which was all day workshops, for technical workshops, dYdX, OKP4, I'm forgetting some, but yeah, we had
so
workshops all day.
Yes.
NEUTRON, GNO, Lava, they were giving workshops, technical workshops. People were hacking away, learning how to use the interchain. And today they're expanding their minds with these great talks and panels. And we're going to have some spicy debates. And we're going to have ice cream this afternoon. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so how do you think, do we need to wait for the Nebular Summit number 3 next year?
I mean, it's coming. Nebular Summit is coming next year, although next year it will be in Brussels because next year is the Olympics in Paris. And so ECC is moving to Brussels. They announced that at the end of the conference this week. And we'll be also following ECC because we think that that's the best place to do Nebular Summit. Lots of people are coming in town, lots of cosmonauts are in town, and we want to really, benefit from that inflow of people. So we'll be in Brussels next year, and we'll be announcing the dates here probably tomorrow.
Really great. If you wasn't at the Nebular Summit in the Paris, come to the Nebular Summit in the Brussels in 2024.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sebastian, for
Thanks,
this.
Vladimir. Thanks for doing this. You're our biggest fan, and I really appreciate it.
We really love Nebular Summit. Thank you very much.
Thank you.